It's WIKISPEED, May the 8th, 2025. Go ahead, Michael.
Okay, it is Michael Waltrip, Saskatoon, Canada. This week, not a lot to discuss. Um, no progress on any of the projects, the CNC, Loaded Wagon, Docker, that kind of stuff. Next week, I am again hoping to get Docker going with what with the connections that or the links that Lauren had sent out during the week. Get Docker working with VS Code, which we've got examples for, and get a Raspberry Pi running Docker, which I've not done for quite some time. Um, my Maslow kit with the CNC router has been sitting on my shelf looking at me for the last 3 months. So I don't think I'll get that done, but it is something that I will do when I'm up at the lake. And the level sensor you had said that you wanted to do something with. Um, I don't know. I'm thinking of forking the code to have one version that needs to talk Bluetooth to a tablet or a phone, and another one that actually uh, reports to a package that lets you see it on the internet. I can't remember the name of that package right now because my mind has gone away on me. Anyway, blocks are part-time job, and I don't seem to have any motivation. Back to you.
Okay, Lawrence Salter, Gabriel Island, British Columbia, Canada. And the past week, I was planning on spending like 3 4-hour days and then go to this Linux meeting and get some help, have some questions to ask. Didn't quite work out that way, but I did put in quite a few hours. And so one thing I did was I reset my modem, my uh, modem router from Lightspeed, the Hiltron um, CGN router, and it didn't change a damn thing. To quote Death of a Salesman when he came back from Syracuse. Uh, uh, okay, but I'll talk more about that. It's still interesting. Interesting. I did. Uh, I did talk about it a bit, and so I've got a basis for talking. The Docker guy didn't show up at the meeting, um, and let's see. So that I did that. At least I determined. Actually, I determined my problem for a long period of time. All the way going back to having trouble getting the Raspberry Pi recognized on the network. And when my kids were here, they couldn't. I had to reboot the modem to get it to recognize their Wi-Fi. Uh, yeah, so that was like Edison said, like David keeps saying, I found out a whole lot of ways not to do what I wanted to do. And I did watch through the video, and I'll talk in crosstalk about the very interesting thing because basically he shows you how to do it on Windows, but then he says you need Linux and NVIDIA to actually practically do it because he shows you it on Windows and it's way too slow. This is the graphic stuff with Gazebo or similar. There's another package called Turtle that he uses. So that, and then I just restarted the VS Studio, and it did a big upgrade, a big update, and told me about that. And then I kind of flipped a coin whether to try the Docker. I've got a feeling, and I've already got a feeling that the video by the guy, the sound on that is very very low. So I had to put my headset on to follow it. Might be a problem with my tablet, but anyway. Uh, uh, so I was either going to follow his instructions, but brand new, and do it again with his, but I flipped a coin and I decided to open up via Studio and try and pick up where I left off, where I got Gazebo working. But I had to look it up on the articulated robotics videos, and I found it pretty quick. So I'm getting familiar with that set of videos. I found it within 5 minutes, and I think there's some more things I did. I definitely been thinking about applications, and I'm just seeing like I'm actually looking for thinking of things from that go from like 3 ounces to 30 tons of a follow me, but in that range. Why not? And yeah, so that's the past week. This week I just want to do more hands-on, and definitely I'll be happy if I can do gazebo and turtle. So that's kind of my goal for the coming week. And as a stretch, I would do something with the rat with the pie on the pie car. Uh, yeah, so that's coming week. And blocks are I'm doing, summer I'm doing stuff. I did an 8K on Stanley Park on Sunday. And I got a I got a doctor's appointment next week, and actually two doctor's appointments, and uh oh yeah, I got a Tai Chi class in person at the um Richmond. Richmond's a suburb. You know Richmond, a suburb of Vancouver.
I know of it. I don't
Yeah.
know the map very well.
So it's a real pretty authentic martial arts club like you'd see in a movie.
Okay.
There's kids swinging swords around and doing backflips. I'm going there for an all-day Tai Chi class that I requested. I took a Qigong class, which was pretty good, really good. That was a 20, 20 week course, weekly, where
Wow.
you had to have your camera on so that the instructor could see you. There was about 20 people from around the world. And during that, I said, I really want to learn Tai Chi and from you guys, and can you have an intensive so I don't have to, because I thought of going to Vancouver. I tried going to Vancouver every week, but it was just too much, and they changed the ferry times and it didn't work. So I'm going for it works out to 6 hours with a lunch break.
Okay.
So, yeah, and I'm doing that on June the 1st. And then June the 22nd, I've got a half marathon, hopefully, at University of British Columbia. So those are blocks. And yeah, so I'll uh, pass it back to you for retro and process
Okay.
improvement, if any.
Retro, I'm going to give myself a 2 because I showed up at the meeting, and I did actually watch about half the video that you sent
Yeah.
over. So I guess okay, maybe I'll give myself a 3. I'll go 8 for the team because we're not making progress, but we're still showing up, and no process improvement.
Okay. And for me, yeah, I'm going to give myself a 10 this week. Eight for the team. I would even go to 9 because that I got that chip is coming.
Hmm.
And process improvement. It's the same, we need more people. I think we're ready for more people. So then it's a matter of spending some time on the website or places where we could get a hold of people, and video, maybe edit a little video about the project. I was
I'd be
actually,
more comfortable. I'd be more comfortable if we had um, a video, or we could point to Josh's and say, okay, when you're running through there, at minute 7, flip over to this video for a couple minutes
Yeah.
and it'll explain a couple things and that kind of stuff, so that
Yep.
we could get anybody running up on Windows Docker or Unix, Linux Docker, to the point where they're running our current build.
Yeah, I
So
agree.
that's probably a good 2 solid weeks for us to get it working the way it should, install it a couple times, take some video, and then come up with like the very most basic
Yep.
configuration, and just get it up and running.
Yep. Yep.
Um,
I
and
agree.
at that point, open the floodgates and get as many people involved as we can. I still don't know what to do for actually getting people into the Trello, because we have a limit of 10, and everybody that signs up says that they want to be in on the Trello board, and I
Okay.
don't know how to do that.
Uh,
Anyway,
can we,
that's
can you do copies of Trello? How hard it is to, well, keeping it updated wouldn't work. So,
well,
maybe
and
we
we don't
need,
have a whole lot on Trello anyway, so I don't know that it makes that much difference.
okay.
I mean, once we've got um, the welcome package where we can say, hey, yeah, you can load Docker, just run this stuff. Now I
Yeah.
noticed that nobody anywhere says just run this script and it'll do everything for you. And I think it's a trust thing, because you're downloading a bunch of stuff and then you're executing it and then you have to answer a couple of questions and stuff like that. I don't know that if there was a script that you could just download and run. I don't know if anybody use it, because there's so many people that want to take over your machine and use it in botnets and stuff like that. So
Right. Right. Are you talking about Trello?
I'm talking about if we had on Trello, here's a welcome package. If you're
Oh, okay.
running Windows, press this button,
Yeah. Right. Right.
and then it just does everything, right?
Right.
I don't know if anybody push it.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Okay. All right. I'm going to end the recording and then talk about Muhammad,
Okay.
the video.